Alright guys, just a quick little setup video to show the prep of the floor for the carport here. Our land is basically all kind of gradually sloped one direction, so we're going to try and show what it takes to turn this sloped surface into this pretty level surface. So let's take a look how we made that happen.
Hi, I'm Brian.
So unfortunately I didn't get much video of this process, so hopefully you can follow along with just some photos and me describing it. What we've got here is we've got probably about 1.5 foot slope over the kind of the depth of our carport here, and even though it's not 100% necessary for the carport to be perfectly level underneath, it was a good opportunity to try and practice because we're going to put our house location right next to this, and we're going to have to kind of come up with something similar. So we wanted to come up with a way to level the ground. So here's what we came up with. We decided to use packed tires as sort of a form for our base that we could backfill with dirt and hopefully prevent it from eroding over time. So we did that on the north and the east sides of this area because our land kind of slopes to the northeast. If you want to see a demonstration of us packing some tires, I'll put a link up above and down in the description box to a video we've done on that in the past. So as we packed the tires, we kind of leveled them individually and then across multiple tires as we went. So once I got a row of tires in place, it's time to kind of check the fit. The stakes here are representing the posts of the carport. Now keep in mind that the truck, which is our biggest vehicle, just kind of has to squeeze between those stakes, and those posts won't actually be walls. So the doors can actually extend kind of in the spaces between those posts. So it just has to squeeze in between. And as far as the kind of sides of this form, I didn't really want the form to be right up against those posts because those posts will be set in concrete in the ground. So I want a little bit of space there before the edge of the, let's say, pad that we're creating here. So now I'm just going to continue that logic up the east side of this area. Leveling along the way. You can see I've started to employ some stakes and string line to keep things level here. This doesn't have to be super dead on perfect, it'll be nice if we do any work on the vehicles or anything to have a nice level surface that they're sitting on. So the best I can get it is better. So now we've got our form completed, and remember it's really only necessary kind of on the two low sides of the area here. Because the high point is kind of the southwest corner up in the upper right hand portion of the screen there, we're really going to kind of dig down a little bit in that area and just transfer the dirt kind of from the high side to the low side. So hopefully we can make use of the dirt we have here to fill in this form without going to another area to get too much more dirt to add in here. So our friends Craig and Nikki decided to rent a Bobcat to do some work on their land in Bisbee, and since they needed a tow vehicle to get it down there, we got to steal a little time with it for ourselves. So that made our job a lot easier of moving some of the dirt around here, but it's not quite as easy as you would think.
And I think if you did it a lot, you'd probably get real good at it.
Oh, sure. I mean, my brother's an idiot and he does it.
Couldn't resist getting a little jab in at my brother there, since I think this is at least a good part of what he does for a living.
It's a piece of cake, Dave. I don't even know why they pay you.
So Craig and I just kept taking turns chipping away at this, and we definitely learned that there is a bit of an art to making that machine kind of do what you want it to. But we got most of what we wanted to done, I think, and after maybe 2 hours, it was time to load up the machine and take it down to their land. Luckily, Craig and Nikki finished up a little early at their property, so they gave me a little more time to work with the machine before we had to turn it back to the rental company. So here's the finished product after I got a chance to pull some dirt from another portion of the property and slope off over those tires and do a bunch of raking and tamping for this finished product. Just in time for our material delivery to arrive, so I got all that tucked away in the shed to protect it from the weather. So let's start building this thing. Thanks for watching, and check back in the next video where we'll start with putting up a bunch of posts to support this monster.